really? Did she do anything out of scene?
I think her biggest deal was she starred in a pilot.
Pilot? What's a pilot?
Well, you know the shows on TV?
I don't watch TV.
Yeah, but you are aware that there's an invention called television, and on this invention they show shows, right?
Yeah.
Well, the way they pick TV shows is they make one show. That show's called a pilot. Then they show that one show to the people who pick shows. And on the strength of that one show, they decide if they want to make more shows. Some get chosen and become television programs. Some don't. Become nothing. She started one of the ones that became nothing.
Welcome to Couch Pilots. All of you are my friends. It's the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, and with me is a man considering to add a ferret as a pet. It's Captain Philip Ressisher.
I love you too. I actually had a ferret as a pet as a child.
It's a ferret.
Yeah, it's a ferret. We lived in Hoffman Estates.
Mm-hmm. So when you're living with your mom still.
Oh yeah, this is when I was really young. I was that's back when I had my only birthday party. It was like second grade.
Was it a thing where you begged your mom to get a ferret?
No. I don't remember how it happened, how we got it. I don't remember that, but I remember it lived in a cage in the laundry room of our condo, and it was a cute little thing. It was a ferret, and like it had like it would. Like if you put it on the floor, it would like push my Matchbox cars with its nose, and then whenever my mom took stuff out of the dryer, like socks out of the dryer, it would get in a sock, go straight in, turn around, and just stick its head out because it was in a warm sock.
So it looked like a little cotton snake.
Yeah, cotton snake. And I remember, you could hold it, you could carry it. It would, it was fun. And then one time it went into heat. And that was the worst part of having a ferret was when it went into heat.
So is this a lady or?
It was a lady.
Okay.
It's a lady down on love. And I remember specifically my mom had acrylic nails. They were bright red because my mom's a slut.
Hell yeah. And
she went in to grab it to bring it out of this cage to play like we did all the time.
While it was in heat.
And it bit a hold of her finger, the end of her finger on both sides of her nail, and I distinctly remember it bit so hard, and my mom was flinging her arm to try to get it off, and this ferret was just flapping in the air. The next day, I never saw that ferret again.
When an animal is in heat, it wants to get pumped. What does that have to do with biting your mom? You think?
I don't know if it was the red nails or what it was, but I just remember that it was in heat and it happened. Did you want to call my mom real quick
and find out what happened to it?
Yeah,
let's find out what happened to that.
Keep talking.
I was going to ask you what happened, and obviously you don't know. But if we can get some resolution to this would really make my day. And we also could ask your mom how she's doing. She recently lost her husband. I hope she's doing all right. She's always been a very sweet lady to me. But let's get her on the horn here real quick.
Let's see if we can.
Start with the important stuff about the ferret, then we'll work into her being a widow.
Yeah.
LYNN.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Just to let you know, you're being recorded right now. We're on Couch Pilots.
Oh, God.
Hi, Lynn. It's Jason.
It's Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, I'm very sorry for your loss. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing fine.
Good.
So the reason why we called you is because we watched a cartoon today called Psyko Ferrett. And I was telling the story of how we had a ferret when we lived in Chicago. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I remember that, yes.
Okay, and so
Misty.
it was Misty. Her name was Misty.
Misty, okay.
Wow, that's I didn't know that. So I was talking about how, we'd get out of its cage and it would go on the floor, it would push my Matchbox cars. And then, like, when you were doing laundry, it would get inside of a warm sock and pop its head back out, and how cute it was. But then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, but then I remember, and I might be remembering this wrong, but there was one time where you tried to. It was in heat. I think it was in heat at the time. You tried to get it out of its cage, and you had acrylic nails that were red, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it bit your finger, correct?
Correct.
And were you slinging your hand back and forth trying to get it to let go?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Is it odd that I remember this? Is it odd that I remember this?
Well, no, because it was a very traumatic situation.
Yeah, sounds like it. Ask her about a scar.
She wasn't in heat. We were doing her cage so she couldn't get out of her cage.
Okay.
And I stuck my hand in there, and she thought I had food because my nails were red.
Oh. But I remember when she was in heat, it was pretty gross having her. Like, right? It was pretty gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long? About approximately how long did we have this pet?
Oh, probably about a year.
Oh wow! So we had it. So this is back when my mom had a marijuana plant in her closet, by the way. But
I did not have a marijuana plant in my closet.
you didn't. Somebody else did, right?
Somebody else did.
Okay.
Yes.
So in that cage, she lived in the laundry room, correct?
Correct.
This is amazing that I can remember this stuff. This is also the time where I actually had a birthday party, okay? And this is also the time that I had a piece of metal in my eye, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. This is about the same time I had that piece of metal in my eye, right? You don't remember?
No, the metal in your eye was here.
No, it was not. I specifically remember it was when we lived in Hoffman Estates. I specifically remember.
Oh boy.
Oh, really? I thought it was when we were here.
No, it was. So we had. How did we get the ferret? How did we come up with having this ferret?
How'd you acquire that boy?
How do we? It was a girl. Her name was Misty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we couldn't go pick one out because we could not go to the location where they were because it was illegal for these people to be raising ferrets.
Okay.
Oh, so we got a black
So
market.
they brought me a ferret.
We got a black market
I don't remember
ferret.
how exactly. Somebody had a ferret, and I wanted a ferret. So I got connected with these people that raise ferrets, and I bought a ferret.
So you bought a ferret on the black market, basically, with your marijuana money.
Yeah, right, right.
Ferret farming.
Ferret farm.
Yeah.
So we had it about a year, and his name was Misty. It was a fun little pet, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
We
got out when Grandma Betty came to visit with us, and it got out of its cage, and she woke me up telling me the creature was running up and down the hallway.
That's
And
so
she would
hilarious.
bounce when she ran, and she had her back arch, and she would go when she ran. So Grandma was scared to death of it.
This is so amazing because I can't even remember a time where Grandma Betty would have came up and visited us in Hoffman Estates. That's weird. So that's awesome.
She's being tormented by your pet now.
So we had it a year. This traumatic experience happened, and then the next day it was gone. Correct?
No.
Oh, you kept. How long would you keep it after that?
Well, until it died.
Oh, it died.
Yeah, we had to have it put down because if ferrets, female ferrets, if you don't have them breed them or have them neutered, something about that with the heat and their heats and everything, they get sick and they die.
So they literally must reproduce or die.
Yes.
Wow.
I wish I would have met a woman like that.
I hope humans aren't the same way, or else I'm as good as dead.
And they pick their place, and that you cannot put their litter box in a specific place in their kennel. They have to pick the place where they want their litter box.
How do they pick it?
They pick the corner where they want to go to the bathroom. When they do that, then that's when you we took a milk jug and cut it out and attached it to the side of the kennel, the kennel, and put the cat litter in there.
This is amazing.
There's a lot of information, Blake.
This is I thought I remembered a lot, and I was like pretty proud of myself. But hearing this makes it's this is the same time frame in our lives where you had a hot glue gun drip onto your thigh. Is that correct?
I don't remember this.
On my leg, yeah,
And you still have that scar to this day, correct?
Yeah, it's a nickel-sized scar. Yes, I do.
It's a what? Nipple?
Nickel.
Oh, nickel. And you got this because you were making potato sacks and the potatoes out of nylon pantyhose, correct?
Correct.
God damn it, I'm great.
It's the same place where your bicycle was stolen.
Oh yeah, those fucking Mexicans.
Good Lord.
We know that's what it was.
And then you burned and then you made popcorn and you put the skillet on the countertop and burn a circle on the countertop.
Blake.
And also, this goes back to a story I told you not too long ago. When I ran away and was all the neighborhood kids, I was living in where the trash things were.
You ran away to the garbage area, and all the kids brought you toys to play with.
You remember that?
Yes.
She had 5 moments of peace.
You also went with
So we had our Polish friends. We had our Polish friends. They used to
Fucking
watch
Polish.
me. They used to watch me.
Yes.
And that's when I got a Cabbage Patch Kid. That's when I got a Cabbage Patch Kid.
And you also got that bear.
Oh yeah. The
Care Bear?
No, it was the Cabbage Patch Kid version of the teddy bear. The guy we had it signed. We had his foot signed. Mm-hmm. I've told all these stories on this show. This is amazing. We're doing this all right now. This is great.
We're checking a lot of boxes right now.
So there was a Polish couple, a Polish family that would watch over me, kind of like not babysit me, but watch me, right?
Well, yeah, because he was the maintenance guy at the
apartment
condo complex.
Right, and they got you that Cabbage Patch Kid because you couldn't get one, so somehow they got one, right?
Yeah.
The same black market you acquired the ferret, probably.
No, it wasn't a black market Cabbage Patch doll.
No, it was a white one.
Fucking Polish.
Funny.
Fucking Polish Cabbage Patch. What are the questions?
That one boy that had the girl's name, he broke into an empty apartment, and you guys had beer, and he got sick and he puked. Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 11. I was in second grade.
Shannon, the guy with the girl's name.
And you walked home from school, and you decided on the golf course you were going to walk on one of the water hazards, and you lost your boot in the water. You could have drowned.
Yeah. We just talked.
Killed you.
We just talked about that. The last episode we had Eli on, and I mentioned that. That's amazing.
Eli said the F word, by the way, Lynn. I told him don't do it. I said I don't swear in front of children, but he swore in front of me.
I don't know what we're going to do with that boy.
Mom,
I'm going to have another talk with him.
I'll whip his ass with a black belt.
Or a black ferret. Or a black Cabbage Patch Kid. Mom, thank you so much. You tied so many stories that people would normally think I was like making them up. You tied about 7 of those stories.
Thank you.
Oh, and the ferret too. You know those dog toys that look like dumbbells and have the little spiky things in it?
It had bells.
She would play with that.
It had bells on each side of it, right?
And the bells were inside the ball. Yeah.
Well, real quick, the ferret died apparently because it couldn't mate, and that's a real bugaboo for ferrets, I guess. But what you get a ferret corpse? What do you do with that?
I can't hear what he's saying. We had to have it put to sleep. Their gums get real. Their gums get real white. They get some kind of infection or something, and we had to take it to the vet and have it put down.
Wow.
You didn't.
So it didn't die. I didn't put it in the garbage or bury it or anything. We had to take it to the vet and have it put down.
How much does a black market ferret cost?
We spent like $150 on it back then.
So back in 80, let's say 85, 84, that's like
no, you were in like second grade.
I was in second grade. I was in love with Becky Rainey.
Mm-hmm. Top his ass.
The cake model.
No, that was her name was Jenny. Becky Rainey was the girl with the freckles and red hair.
You're in love with a cake model?
Yeah.
I told you about that. You love that cake model girl.
All right, that's enough. Hey,
That's the one that got away.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the one I
sure.
didn't sleep with.
good Lord, man.
Oh, God.
Mom, I love you very much. You did great.
I love you.
Oh, thanks.
And Jason,
Hey, my pleasure.
Jason says he loves you too.
Well, yeah, I love him too, and you could call me some other time, just besides just being on your show.
I don't know.
I mean, come on. All right, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
So that just so everyone listening at home
she's
knows
radio
that
gold.
That was Eli, right?
No.
Oh, that was really your mom?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
radio gold every time, right? Come on.
Well, the woman knows nothing but truth. So yeah,
And that's what I love about her.
She's a truth teller.
Yeah, she's not gonna bullshit.
she seems in good spirits despite her husband just dying. It's
she's
good.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
But I did hear the subtle passive aggressive. Hey, you're not calling me enough.
Hey, that was a lot about you. I want to change it.
I apologize.
No, that's fine. We should. I'm going to do a little bit about me here. As some people who listen to the program may know, I currently work on 3 podcasts.
Sure.
This being far and away the one I've worked on the longest and most intensely. The other one is called Radio Rewind.
Yeah.
I do that with Dustin and Kevin. They've both been on the show many times. I think Kevin's coming back soon. And we talk about top 10 charts from the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. We compare the charts. It's impossible to say why we do that, but we do. And it was fun. It's fun to do it with our friends.
Sure.
And just have some booze.
I like
whatever.
being invited sometime. That'd be cool.
Now that you're able to drive, I would love to have you. And the other podcast I work on is called the Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society.
Yes.
Now, with Radio Rewind, that show could go on in perpetuity. I strongly suspect it'll end when Kevin says, I don't want to do it anymore, which is fine. And then the Ernest one will eventually meet its own end when we run out of material to do, which will leave a gap in my schedule. So what I ask you is, what is the next project for Jason? Do I start a new podcast? If so, I have ideas and people that I'm interested in working with.
Okay.
Or is it something else? Do I learn how to play an instrument? Or do I give my time back to the community? Do I pick up a second job? How does Jason fill his time with the gap that the Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society podcast ending will leave?
I have the answer to that.
Please.
I think you do a podcast about dating, and you get on dating sites and you talk about your experiences as you go through the motions of trying to start dating.
Okay. Do I have a co-host?
You have guests, revolving guests that come on and talk you through whatever situation you went through that week or whatever, and give you advice.
I feel like we tried that on IBWIP.
Oh no,
Let's get, what was it called? Let's get personals.
Let's get personal.
Because I signed up for personals. That's what they call.
Yeah,
That's what old people would call.
But I think this is more of a I think this is more of a I think it's that, but branched out into the year 2020s.
Where is the line when ladies say, "What do you do in your free time?" I say, "I do podcasts," and says, "Tell me about your podcast."
Nope. You don't tell them.
Oh, so I have
you
to
don't
keep,
say shit.
I have to keep that a secret from
Well,
ladies. That seems like a very bad idea.
No, you do enough podcasts to where you can talk about all the ones you do except that one.
And what happens when they stumble across it?
There's no possible way they're going to stumble across it.
I don't think that's true. I think you could put my name into a search engine.
No, you don't. You use a pseudonym.
Okay, well, that's obviously not the right word, but what would you use as my synonym?
Slick Willie.
Slick Willie. You can do better than that. That's hacky. Come on. You can do better. You got one holstered in there somewhere that's good, right?
Ooh, man, I'm going to think about this one.
Colonel Duke Lacrosse.
Oh, gosh. I feel like my brain wants to explode and give you a whole bunch of them, but then I don't want them to be bad. But you have to go through the bad ones to get to the good
A
ones.
dating podcast, huh?
Yeah. It's a guy in his...
God, I've got to be in my
40s.
mid-50s by now.
In his 40s.
Am I in my 40s?
Yeah, you just turned 40. Not
Oh, thank God. I thought I was like 50-something. Oh,
I think
shit.
it's a great idea. Captain Jack Spermo. No, I think it's a great idea.
What would the show be called? Dating in America.
That's good. I also like Trying to Live Again.
I feel like I just beat cancer or something. What the fuck are you talking about? Trying to live again.
The Ins and Outs of Love. Love on the Cyber Spectrum.
Fat chicks only.
Doing it, and doing it well.
Mental illness, a celebration.
Can I get my dick wet?
Lower your standards, please.
I'm almost out of time. I like that one. I'm almost out of time. But how do you accentuate that to sound like that?
How about Midwest settlers? People are just settling, settling for a partner here in the Great Plains.
The Peoria Trail instead of the
Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good name for that.
Oh, we can brainstorm it. You don't like that idea?
It's okay.
Well, but
I was thinking about getting away from podcasts, but
Oh.
but no. Like,
No.
well, I threw out other ideas,
No,
like an instrument but I'm open to anything.
Sure. No, I can see it would probably be good for you to like be one off on the old podcast, just so you have time for yourself.
But you're thinking, get another podcast. This guy's got too much gold to keep from the world.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
That's what I do.
No, but that's what we do, right?
You've really gotten away from it quite a bit.
But how many times have I come up with? I mean, I've got a folder full of ideas.
Do you think you'll ever do that or not? Do you think you'll ever follow up on any of those ideas?
As soon as we get done with this one,
we can end it.
No, we can't.
What's that? What do we end at? 400? Do you think we'll be done? At
Yeah,
400?
I think 400 is good.
It's coming up pretty soon. Yeah. Another 30, 35 episodes. We'll wrap this shit up.
That's 35 weeks. That's three-fourths.
That's like 4 years.
That's 3/4 of a year. I probably strayed you away from what you were wanting to say.
No.
But what do you want? What I should have said is, what do you want to do?
Well, my daughter's getting older, and I see her less and less. So between that and one of my podcasts really having a finite amount of episodes left in it, there is an amount of time that I have to offer to something. So I'm curious what that'll be. It's not really the next chapter. I'm not trying to hype this up to be anything more than it is, but just how shall I fill that time? Do I become a bartender myself?
No, I don't.
And just get a part-time job where I can make some extra money. Do I go back to school? I don't know. Do I really invest in like volunteering my time locally to some sort of charity? I don't know. Like I said, learning to play like the piano.
But
or
is
guitar
there anything in your gut that you're like, oh, I've always wanted to do this, but I've never had the time? As a young man, I had a baby. I helped raise a child. I kind of maybe missed time to do.
Are you speaking about me there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And is there anything in your gut that says, oh, I was like, I've always kind of like in the back of my mind, like back in that cellar, this has been sitting there.
Fucking Michael Winslow over here. I'm pretty devoid of any real desires or emotion. It's just about the clock ticking down, and maybe like I could do something good before I go.
Okay, all right. So you started off right there. You want to do something good. You want to do something.
Maybe
you want to give back,
or maybe I could do something really, really bad. I don't know.
Start being a serial killer. That's a perfect time.
All right, that's enough. Hey, let me ask you this: you went to a casino recently.
Yeah.
And you said, I said to you a couple weeks ago. I said, you know what? I hear a lot of marital turmoil about you and your wife lately.
Sure.
And he said, I'm closer to a divorce than ever before. I was like, that's news to me. He said, I'm going to take my wife to a casino. I don't think that I truly understand addiction, but you do. You love booze.
Love booze.
And you love throwing your money away.
I haven't gambled in 8 days.
Anytime Blake Clayton says to me, I can't afford this, in my mind, in back of my mind, I think, this guy's a fucking retard. Of course he can afford to do it. The amount of money he throws away on booze, cigarettes, and gambling, the holy trinity
Sure.
of
I could have a Tesla by now.
of vices. Like no joke. You could afford yourself
for sure.
a lot of stuff.
For sure.
I'll never understand what it feels like to want to gamble compulsively, but you have that in you. You go to the Moose, there are machines there. You sit in front of there and you just click buttons. It seems I don't get that. It doesn't seem appealing to me at all. I never throw away my money on.
Right.
I throw my money on like fast food and like soda pop.
Ooh, wow.
But-
and 1970s cookware.
Sure. Oh, I love a good Pyrex. But recently you went to a casino in Iowa City, or not Iowa City, it was the Quad Cities probably. You took your wife there. And you said, "This is how we'll save our relationship," right?
No, that's not what I
All right,
didn't say that.
well, take me through the process.
We have some friends that we enjoy. We don't get to spend a lot of time with. The lady's birthday was coming up. I was like, hey, let's. This is about a month out. We're like,
Are they from here, or they
yes,
live in Quad Cities?
They're from here.
Okay.
And they're like, hey, your birthday's coming up. We're about a month out. Like, hey, let's go. They like to gamble a little bit. They don't have a problem with it at all, but they like to, And they're like, well, let's go up and as two couples go up and spend the night and gamble and have some fun for my birthday. Great idea.
Swinging?
No swinging.
Okay.
And
Can't do it.
Yeah, can't do that. And so that's kind of where it came about. We'll go with another couple.
Well, God bless you.
They always gamble together. They always they're in a machine.
Husband and wife team.
Yeah, whereas me and my wife split up instantly.
That's why you go somewhere together so you can be apart.
Yeah,
Smart.
it was our second date.
Smart.
Second date that happened.
So your second date, you went to the Paradise Casino?
Yeah, and then
The first date was at Twisty
golfing.
Treat.
No, we met at we met for the first time at the Twisty Treat. First date was
You see that?
Yep.
Fucking
No.
lockbox.
First actual date we went to golfing in Washington, and then the second actual date was we went out to dinner and I took her to the boat because I knew she liked to gamble.
First date was out golfing. That's a big swing, pun intended.
Yeah, it was good. I remember I bought her a sleeve of pink golf balls, titty pink golf balls.
Titty pink. Hey, so you go to Iowa City with this other
Yeah,
couple.
sorry.
And you say we'll stay there for a couple nights.
No, just one night.
Oh, just one night.
Yeah, we
okay.
just stayed one night.
And we'll eat somewhere nice, and we'll do a bunch of gambling, have fun.
We'll do some drinking. Yeah, and so we went, and instantly we had a problem when we checked in. We had a room in each of our names because we're trying to save the other couple money, right? Because we gamble there, we have comps and discounts. And twice my wife said, hey, I'm calling you. I am going to make sure I have this reservation for me. My name is Molly. And two, my room is free because I just got a coupon that says I have a free room. And they're like, yes, you do. And she says, she called the second time she called, she goes, does my husband, Blake Clayton, have a room under his name?
Right.
And they said,
yes.
They said, I can't tell you that. They said, I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Okay.
So, okay.
Did you call yourself to confirm then?
I called one time and I had a confirmation number. I didn't fucking think about it ever again. We get there. I drop her off at the door. You got your room. You go check in. I'll park the car. I'll come in. I'll check my room. I get a text message that says, they won't let me check in because you're not here. They had them both under my name. She went fucking ape shit. It was fucking amazing. It was funnier than hell to watch.
Was she drunk?
No, she wasn't. But it was funny to see her lose her shit and me be the calm person, which has never, in the 12 years we've been together.
It's a refreshing juxtaposition, isn't it?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go up to her. I go, okay, assess the situation. She tells me. I shoo her away like, a peasant girl, like doesn't have the legal right to talk. I tell her to go, I'll take care of this. Talk to the guy, get one room checked in. Say, I apologize. She's just tired, blah, blah, blah. This is my room. Let's get it checked in. Get it taken care of. Actually, he was so scared of her that my room was supposed to cost $119. By the time I was done checking in, my room was comped as well. So we had. That's how scary she was to this guy. I think she had threatened him at one time. We go up to our room. We wait for the other couple to get there. We show them to their room. We give them the keys. We slam some beers. We slam some shots. We go down. We have a great time. We do some gambling. We have a great dinner. We go to a different place to gamble. Come back. It's 1 in the. By the time this is all said and done, it's 1 in the morning. I'm tired. She's tired. The other couple, I'll see you later. The next morning, get up. They were out till they gambled till 3. We only gambled till 1. Go downstairs. Breakfast? No. Let's just gamble a little bit, drink a little bit. Then okay.
Bloody Mary.
Not me. I can't do it.
Guinness.
I don't like tomato juice. Just beer all day. So then it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, hey, we should all probably go. Let's head home. Wait a minute. Bally's is a casino on the way home.
Total Fitness.
We've got some comp tickets for lunch. Let's go. We go there, gamble a little bit, have lunch. Who do I see? My father. My real father is there.
I'm gonna text.
The other one's dead, so I didn't see him.
Your stepdad is totally dead. Hey, first of all, it's not Christmas time yet, is it? Okay, I thought we had a Christmas episode. Hey, I'm in a text chain with you and some other guys, and you said my dad's at this casino, and you took a picture of a guy, and it's the back of the guy,
right?
And I said I've met Michael Clayton once, played by George Clooney in that famous film, and it kind of looks like him. I said there's no way it's him, and I said that's not him. Prove it. And then you never did. You never sent another photo. And then last week we were talking about it briefly, and he's like, that's my dad. I said, I don't think that's your dad. You're going to sit here and tell me that was your dad.
I swear on...
Do you have a photo there?
All one I have is of the one that I took of him while he was... Because I didn't want to take a picture of, like a selfie of me and him, because I don't know. I just thought it would be weird to do that. But I do have a text message from my brother.
Your dad was... It really was your dad.
It was my dad.
Okay, I believe you. If you're telling me, I thought it was kind of a half joke before.
Oh no, not at all. It was the oddest thing. I bought him 2 drinks, and some bitch didn't buy me a drink back. I will.
You're all about keeping track of every cent, every transaction.
Here, this is my text with my brother.
I believe you.
And I took a picture of it, and I said, he was. Did you know he was going? And my brother says, he was going to be there. I said, no. He goes, ha ha. So yeah.
Okay. How much money did you lose?
Combined.
Yeah.
Between me and her, $500.
Okay, and you said to me, we lost so much that we're done gambling now, which is a lie. There's not a chance. And then but you said we had a really good time.
Oh, we had a blast. The other couple was great. They were fun. We had a great time.
I'm glad you had a great time. That's awesome.
Yeah. If you lose between 2 people, if you lose $500 from 7 o'clock on a Friday to 5:30 on a Saturday, and that's all you lose. There's a lot of gambling.
There's a million factors to go whether or not that's a lot or not. But if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. Gambling has never done anything for me.
Right. No, and that's
same thing as strip clubs. Like it's too transactional.
But I have an addictive personality. I'm addicted to cigarettes, booze, sex, porn.
You're addicted to computers,
gambling. Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm not addicted to is podcasting.
Can't do it.
All right, that's enough.
It was fun though. Do you want to go sometime? I got some more free rooms. Do you think you could budget $100 to gamble with?
Oh sure, yeah, I could. And seriously, that was the number I was thinking of. I'm not joking. I've only been gambling a handful of times in my life. There are machines everywhere for degenerates, and there's one casino locally. I bet I go to the boat once every 4 years, maybe.
Okay.
And I never spend more than, I'm going to stretch it out here, say $30. I never do.
Sure.
I just don't give a shit. It's not fun for me. I don't care. If people want to go, let's go. That's fine. I'll get a drink, hang around. If there's a thing where it's like we can go to this thing for a weekend or whatever, I would budget $100 for it just for the experience.
Sure.
I wouldn't be like, I can't wait to go waste my money in this machine.
Oh, that's
but
not. Yeah.
I would do it for the experience.
Yeah.
But
well, if you think about it, I had 2 comped rooms, so that's $250 right there, right? So I had a comp meal, so that's another $50.
All those comps, though, speak
Well, I know,
to the
but
immense amount of money you've dumped
I'm just
into
saying,
that place in the past.
even if I wouldn't have gambled, I would have spent $500 on that weekend.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's nothing to go there for unless you're there to gamble.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
So, whatever.
But no, it's fine. But seriously, we both made an agreement that we were done gambling, just because the fun of it is gone. You know,
As long as you're not losing your house and you're having a good time, do whatever the hell you got to do.
I think we need to stop before we're getting pretty close.
Hey, listen to this. This season's all animation. That means cartoons.
Animation, domination.
Someone drew pictures, a bunch of them, and then put them together and then moved them. And that's animation. And there's 10 of them in a season, and that's what we do here on Couch Pilot. Sometimes we have themed seasons. This one is animation. Today we discussed the pilot episode of Psyko Ferrett from the year of our Lord 2000 plus nothing. Great year.
Great year. The year 2000. I was 25 years old. This was when Y2K was about right. You know, everybody was worried about Y2K. We lived through it. I was 25. Jason was the spry age of 19. At 19, were you a father, or just found out you're a father?
No, get the fuck
How
out of
old
here.
were you when you?
My daughter was born when I was 24.
Oh, I'm bad with timing. I'm sorry.
You truly are.
I apologize.
No, I wasn't a teenage dad.
I'm sorry.
I was a teenage dirtbag, but not a dad.
Sorry.
That's fine. 2000, the final year of this generation's innocence. in the
We
United
thought all the
States.
computers were going to stop because there wasn't an extra zero or something.
We thought all our bank accounts are going to be erased, and like the nuclear codes would launch. Whatever that means.
Trish, 2000.
Trish Stratus, that's right.
No, not Trish Stratus. Well, she was my Stratus, but
Hey, let's go back to the year 2000.
in our minds.
And to do that, we'll talk about some things that happened that year so we can properly understand, process, and eventually regurgitate information based on this pilot in the time frame in which it was created, because to do it any other way would be uncivilized.
Very good.
All right, December 12th, Bush v. Gore, Via's versus. The United States Supreme Court rules that the recount of the 2000 presidential election in Florida should be halted and the original results be certified, thus making George W. Bush the winner of the U.S. presidential election.
I don't even remember the fact that there was voting scandals before the whole Trump thing. So that's kind of weird.
I've got two words for you, my friend. Hanging
rope.
Chad.
Ching Chad.
Hanging. What is hanging rope? I imagine it has something to do with a big fat fucking cock.
It just has to do with me dying.
Oh, hell. Going down to the rope store and then right next to it, the rickety chair store?
Yeah.
No, the hanging chads were like, do you remember hanging chad?
No.
You don't remember that? Okay, so I will say this. The 2000 election for the president was the first election that me, as an adult, was able to vote, and I did not vote.
Okay.
But the problem was in Florida, and they said these hanging chads, and the chad is like if you have a piece of paper and you want to clip it, and you say where I clip it, that's the guy I vote for, and then the little piece that comes off, that's a chad.
Okay. I did not know
And
that.
sometimes they didn't clip right or something, or the machines didn't clip them right, and so they have hanging chads, which skewed the results.
Wow.
Who fucking cares? It's all over now. Did you vote that year?
No, I don't think I've ever voted.
Still to this day?
I don't think I've ever voted.
You're apolitical. That's so funny that you're apolitical and I'm asexual, both in the same room. Hey, December 15th, the third and final reactor at Chernobyl nuclear power plant is shut down, and the station is shut down completely. Now, you like it when people die, right? You like serial
No,
killers?
I like.
You love suffering and death everywhere you go, right?
All right, that's.
Did you see the HBO Chernobyl miniseries? A lot of people die in that. I bet you like it a lot.
No, I never watched it, but I do remember it.
Mm-hmm. Came out a couple years ago. It got accolades.
It's crazy though. That's crazy. Like that's. I don't know. That's a humongous.
Do you think we'll ever get accolades for this podcast?
No.
Someday someone will look back at the annals of
Someday
history.
someone's going to look back and say, hello. We'll give you accolades and awards because you won't even know.
I think this podcast would get a lot of accolades if there was a famous person on it.
Yeah, who do we think we would need as far as a famous person?
Malcolm Jamal.
Warner.
Nice.
Oh, Theo. Cockroach. Malcolm Jamal. Warning.
Oh, I had a full mouth of beer.
This is your first and last Malcolm Jamal warning. I'll Keisha night. Pull them all your hair out. Force feed it to your butt.
Oh, by the way, just real quick, Chris Tuckley, thank you very much for sending me the article about the king and his wife getting eggs pummeled at them.
Oh, Jesus.
And it ended up being not very far from where he works. So, thanks for keeping me up on things.
They got an Indian guy running the place now. You know that?
Oh yeah, he's richer than the king.
The Indian prime minister is.
Oh yeah.
How did he acquire his fortune?
Family money. Yeah, it's family money. Yeah.
I'd like to give him some accolades. I can only imagine that's how you think Indian people speak.
No,
that's what you're doing, right?
He's sucking his balls for money.
That's he's sucking balls. You're a fucking maniac. Hey, December 5th, 25th,
What?
Merry Christmas. The Luong Christmas fire at a shopping center in China kills 309 people. Ooh, that's bad.
That was in a 5-foot radius.
It's always like end of November, we have Black Friday. I don't see color. And then immediately following that Friday, there's a bunch of viral videos come out. And it's like, 8 people were stomped to death at Kmart. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is Kmart selling?
Big screen TVs.
Maybe.
Couch Patch Kids. Ferrets.
Are we living in a post-Black Friday society? I feel like in the past couple of years, we've really tried to dial back what that is.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Not only for workers, but for the safety of people.
I think so. I think a lot of these stores or chain stores have, like, we have the potential of getting really bad press. Like, it's worth not even being open than the minute possibility of getting bad press from injuries or accidents.
Promote the fact that you're not open. Say,
yeah,
we're doing this for our workers. We want them to be home with their family.
Kohl's is doing it. They're promoting. They're like, we're not open.
Because for a while it was like...
I used to get a comforter. My wife would buy a comforter every year on Black Friday at Kohl's. Now I can't get one.
Every year you get a new comforter?
We get like 2 comforters a year.
Why?
Because the dogs tear them up.
Oh, you should kill the dogs. Your dogs are fucking horrible.
No, they're not.
I hate them.
No.
They're terrible dogs, man.
If you spent the night with one, you'd like it.
There's not a chance in my life I would ever spend the night with a dog. That is an insane person spouting insane shit. For a while, it was like, hey, we're Circuit City. Remember us? We're kind of like Best Buy, not as good. And we're open at 3 a.m. Black Friday. You come in and you could buy a $2 CD.
Right.
Like, oh, that sounds good.
But then everybody piles up at the door. They promote these things, but then they don't do the logistics of it, like the safety logistics of it. And so there's no like lines or anything. And they just everybody crowds
Stomps.
and they open those doors.
And
all the black people that died is crazy.
10 years later, they say, you know, day after Thanksgiving, 3 a.m., Black Friday, it's pretty good. We're open on Thanksgiving. Now, boom, dropping the mic.
Right.
They started opening on Thanksgiving.
Do not spend time with your family.
4 p.m., Thanksgiving, we're open.
Yeah.
All of our DVD.
You're sucking
TV
on a turkey
collections.
leg, bone, but you know what? Throw it out. Come get those DVDs. Yeah. Come get that television that's $100.
That's right. Anyway, I hope people are pumping the brakes on that because we don't need it, you know? This country
I think so. I think
is unbelievably wealthy with all this. Everyone's got so much crap in their house. Get rid of it, man. We don't need it.
I like my crap.
You do have a lot of crap. Hey,
you brought crap over tonight.
I brought a bunch of crap for you, a bunch of vintage bowling things.
I appreciate you.
I think about you guys,
and I paid you day of.
It's a big.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised. Dustin recently said that my love language is my thrifting and seeking out what I know my friends and family love, and then seeing if I can pick that up for them.
Yeah,
it's my love language.
Yeah, you try to find unique things that your friends or loved ones or family would enjoy. Yeah, I completely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am back in the year 2000. We already mentioned how old we were back then. Oh, come on in here. Oh, what do you have? What is that?
Dinner.
For me or him?
We can share.
Have a seat here,
Come
real
on,
quick,
sit
please.
down.
I would love
Jesus
to
Christ.
get.
Sit
You
down.
love onion rings.
They're not. He's not going to like these.
Because they're cold.
I'll take an onion
No,
ring.
I put them in the thingy.
Is this from the moose? Huh?
Those aren't the onion rings that I like. They're not the buds. The buds.
Mm.
No.
Oh, well, sorry.
Fuck me, right? Have a seat. Have a seat. You might as well because we're already.
Eli was on last episode,
Oh, yeah?
and he would not stop talking about pornography. We said, I don't want to hear about it. Hey, grab me one of those onion rings.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what is it? This is from a moose. What is it?
Lemon pepper chicken wings?
And onion rings. All right, cool. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
You go ahead and talk now.
Porn, huh? Talking about porn? We probably should have put some ground lines,
I
border
did.
lines.
I did.
And then Eli brought up porn.
Yep.
No, you did not.
I was trying to save you from getting in trouble.
Oh, so you brought up porn.
No.
No, I did. But I didn't bring up anything specific. I was curious about how his generation deals with the fact that it is so accessible. And I want to see it. I didn't. There was nothing personal asked. I would never do that.
It was, and his answers were very adult-like.
He was unbelievably mature and honest about it. It was very enlightening. Maybe you'll listen to an episode.
Oh, fuck. Really?
He was very good.
He was great.
Well, that's good.
How much time do you spend at the Moose?
Today or in general?
Just in general. In a week. How much time do you spend there?
It really depends on the week. It really, really depends on the week.
Do you work there?
Yes. On Thursday nights.
Okay, so how many, like 4 hours?
Yeah, 2 to 4, yeah.
Okay, say it's 4 hours. Subtract that from how much time you spend there on your own volition throughout the week.
Okay.
How much is that?
Maybe 10 hours?
It's a lot of time. It's a lot of fucking time you're spending at that gin joint. Blake,
But that's where my friends are.
you guys got to do something different. Because it's all drinking booze. Hey, I'm not trying to start any shit here, Blake, but Molly's looking good.
She's a smoke show.
Do you parade her around? If I were you, I'd be parading her around.
No, he doesn't parade me
You're
anywhere.
you're looking real good, Molly, and I'm not trying. I don't want to look.
Did
at
you notice my hair's red?
Blake? It's pretty fucking hot.
No.
It's really not.
You're lucky, man.
It's not supposed to be this red.
I tell her she's hot every day. I tell her she's beautiful every day.
Does he really do that?
He does tell me I'm beautiful every day, practically.
I've done that in the past too. It doesn't work for me.
It
It doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for a damn.
I gotta go home and like jerk off into a napkin. You got a beautiful lady right here.
I jerk
Oh,
off
yeah.
into a comforter. That's why I got to buy 2 of them.
Blake
a
says
year.
he buys. We're talking about Black Friday. I don't see color. And he said that every year you guys buy 2 comforters.
Because, well, I mean, it's not because he jerks off into one, but because Kohl's has unbelievable sales on Black Friday.
So what happens to the old comforter? Wasn't that still good?
No, it is, and we usually just, well, I mean, we have dogs. So
You said
usually.
the same thing. You ever
Yeah.
think about destroying them?
The dogs? Yeah.
Blake, I think it's weird, but you both of you are insane, so you're perfect for each other. Blake seems to be more into the dogs right now than you are. Which
Blake loves the dogs.
I think you and I should talk offline.
Oh.
And the money you would normally dump into a casino machine on a week, so I don't know, $3,500.
Nope, you know what?
You would,
Nowhere near $3,500. However, I have not gambled since
8 days.
this is
8 days.
knowing that information and so quickly jumping to. I didn't even ask that. You both are addicts. Because that's the type of thing addict. This is what I said.
No, I know. I have a problem.
Give me your money that you dump in the machine, and I'll take care of the animals for you. And you can live in a shit and piss free environment, and you can have all.
By the way,
you can have all the comforters you want.
Dog
Ooh, I
pee on
love
the couch.
comforters. What?
The blankets today when I came home. 2 of them were wet.
How is that possible?
Your house is full of piss. Do you understand?
How is that possible?
And vinegar.
And also vinegar, a nice apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's right.
Well, that would be your dog then.
No,
because
it's not my dog.
It is your dog.
No,
It's completely.
no way.
Remember when I told you that she was just laying on the ground and then she got up one moment and then there was pee there?
No.
She has a problem.
Molly, why do we choose to watch any of the episodes we watch here on the Couch Pilots program?
Because they're free online.
That's 2. What's the other one? You have one more.
Because they only one episode.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
Welcome to Madland.
You don't
the
know
world's
what hard
only
times are, Daddy.
It's so funny when they don't have headphones on.
It's just silence, but you nailed it for real.
Sweet.
A lot better your son did.
Before we move on to the next segment, does Eli have a girlfriend? We didn't get into that.
No, Eli doesn't have a girlfriend.
Does he have a boyfriend?
No, he doesn't have a boyfriend. I asked about that because at one point in time, I wasn't quite sure.
You asked if he was gay.
No.
Oh.
I said, is there any... Because I know that there's really only one girl that I know in his realm of girls that I know, not personally, but I could pick her out of a lineup.
He has a realm of girls.
He knows girls. He talks to girls.
Give her one of those onion rings for me, please.
He talks to girls on Snapchat and stuff like that. So, I mean, but like, there's the one girl that I'm like, oh, hey, I know that girl. So but apparently that one girl has a boyfriend. So I said, well, and I don't know, I don't remember when this exactly was. And I said, well, are there any girls that you're interested in? And he's like, no, not really. And I said, are there any boys that you're interested in? And he goes, no, Mom. So, I just, at this point in time with events that have happened, I'm done asking. I'm completely done asking with anything about girls, boys, or otherwise. I want him to concentrate on his schoolwork. And to be honest, I was always, hey, you need to go to homecoming, even if it's with just a friend. But no, fuck that shit. You know what? He don't need to be talking to nobody. You got Screwball.
It's a little can of Screwball. Kevin Clark gave that to me.
Screwball's pretty tasty, but you got to drink it cold. And if you drink it with grape puckers, it's even better.
Was it grape puckers? What's that?
Peanut butter and jelly.
What is grape puckers? Is that booze?
Yeah.
Booze on booze?
It's like a schnapps.
Yeah.
Isn't that great, though, that you can talk to boys about possible homosexuality without really any hang-ups or, like, feeling bad? Like, we're in a society right now where homosexuality is pretty well accepted across the board,
Right.
and we can have open conversations about it.
Right. I can't imagine
That's
my
fantastic.
parents asking my brothers if they were interested in boys.
Yeah.
I know one of them that probably was.
Well, I tried to turn my daughter gay at an early age because I don't want any babies, you know what I'm saying?
Pamphlet.
Just a
Grand babies.
Just a bunch of scissoring. But just you can do that. But I left a bunch of LBGQT, so on and so
Pluses?
forth. Thank you.
Yeah.
My and minuses. I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
And I leave that literature around the house so she could be a gay lady. But she said, I'm not a gay lady. I love boys. I was like, so you're boy crazy, all right?
Is she boy crazy? I saw her homecoming pictures. She's pretty smoking.
She's that's not her boyfriend. She's
No.
just a good friend.
Yeah.
But she's dating a guy now.
Oh.
And she had a boyfriend last year about this time. But yeah, she's had a couple of boyfriends.
Christmas. Had that boyfriend for Christmas.
But
Get that present.
What did she get for Christmas from the boyfriend?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh. I would like to know what they're buying each other these kind of days.
Vape pens.
Oh, shit. Really?
Do you guys know what a vape pen looks like?
Sure do.
Yep.
I was at Goodwill earlier today, and I took a picture of. First of all, I took a picture of this.
Why was that
Is it-
at Goodwill?
You know who that guy is?
I do not.
That's John Fetterman. He ran for like a governor or some fucking shit. He's
That's
got
a scary
He's
dude.
got Blake's exact beard. Look at him.
Pretty much.
the same
you
guy.
Need, you need to move it up a little bit further there on the chin. There.
All right,
That's
this is what I took
that's
a
what
picture.
she said.
This is what I took a picture of. And this guy who rang me up at Goodwill, every other customer was putting this up to his mouth.
Does it have a lid on it? It's got a lid.
I don't-
Because that's what Abby at the Moose uses.
Is it a vape though?
Yeah, it's a vape.
So this fucking asshole is vaping, and he's got headphones around his neck while he's checking me out at the store. What is this bullshit?
That is kind of odd. You're not supposed
Does
to
that
be
look like?
vaping
Oh, you
it.
can't see anything. You don't wear your you don't have contacts or glasses.
But yeah.
How does he live a contact/glasses-less life?
He doesn't have contacts.
Yeah,
Are you listening to me at all? Are you
no.
fucking listening?
Fuck, I'm not.
She's been drinking all night.
Do you have any beer?
No, I don't have any beer.
Fucking drunk.
Bullshit.
bring
What's
me
in there?
There's nothing in there. I have no beer left. You have your cider out there that's getting almost too old.
It's probably too old. I can't open it now because I won't drink it all.
I don't have any beer.
Fuck.
We're in no beer.
Thank you for bringing us food.
You want another onion ring?
No.
You only half.
You
one,
want here? Eat the half of
no,
one.
no, that's all right. You-
No. Go ahead.
I will eat the other half of that onion ring.
She knows
You
I
know
like
what?
that.
And you should probably.
I like the onion blossom. She knows I like the onion blossom.
The moose doesn't have onion blossoms.
Every time, no, the little petals.
Oh well, I said onion rings.
Oh, you shouldn't have said onion rings.
Oh wow. Sorry. Hey, happy fucking food.
But I do appreciate you bringing me food.
You want a lemon pepper thing?
No, don't give him that.
Who wants those?
No, eat it.
No, he wants them.
No, eat it.
You take one, I'll take the other.
It's all right. He's got a whole bunch more up there.
How much does that cost? About $75.
I don't know. I paid for it, so just
Oh.
shut your face.
You paid for it?
Yeah, fuck me, right?
Oh, the eclipses this week too.
I'd really like a beer.
Oh, why?
How do you like the lemon pepper ones?
Good.
I think they're pretty good. I had one, and I had never had the lemon pepper, and I had one of his, and they are pretty good. I might try those. And I usually get the teriyaki, but the lemon pepper, I think.
So
is
tonight
good.
is boneless wing night.
Boneless or bone in. You can get bone in.
You can get bone in, baby.
What's Wednesday?
Nothing. Oh no, Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow. Wednesday night is roast beef.
It's
And
something
mashed
different.
potatoes.
It's something
Yeah,
different every
every
Wednesday.
week. But it's
Has it always been Monday, the chicken night?
Yeah, wings night. Yeah,
I need to go back there sometime.
yeah. I mean, before your card runs out, I'm sure your card's about ready to expire.
It doesn't re-up automatically?
Uh-uh.
No, you gotta do the thingy.
They got to drag me back in that office?
No,
I don't want to go back there with that guy again.
no. Jeremiah, he's a pedophile.
Blake Clayton, don't say shit like that.
Is that true?
No, it's not true. It's not true at all. Eli, bring me.
All right.
Wait, how much more we got of this?
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
You can find the entire episode. Let's both talk at the same time.
Beer, please.
You can find the entire. Go ahead, come on. You can find the entire
You
episode.
can find the entire
of Psyko Ferrett
episode of blah 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 by subscribing to Couch Pilots,
Spotify,
blah blah blah,
Apple
Spotify,
Podcasts, or your favorite podcast, Apple Choice. And simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube. Molly.
YouTube.
Molly.
YouTube.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
I'm looking for it.
Put the headphones on, Molly.
How can I find an alcoholic?
She's putting her ear by the microphone.
She's
Well,
drunk.
because I could hear
She's-
it.
She has a problem.
She's for sure drunk.
I'm not
Let's
drunk. I
not
had
be
3 beers.
Let's not be surprised by her behavior.
I'm not surprised at all by her behavior.
Fuck off.
This is my plane. You don't talk to me like that.
Summary of the
You
pilot.
want
When
me-
you're a mic, when
you
when you're a
want me to
mic,
down this plane?
Summary of the pilot. What? You're not Al Qaeda.
you want me to down?
How would
this
you
plane?
down this plane? How would you down this plane?
I'd pick up that pin that's in front of you, and I'd walk up to you, pick the pin up, and shove it straight in your throat.
It's a felt tip pen. It's not going to hurt.
Not if I shove it hard enough. It will.
That's why it's the other night. Remember that?
No, I don't recall.
My computer's
Hey,
doing something weird.
when was the
now.
last time you had a train wreck episode? It's been a while.
Oh, when was the last time Molly was on? I don't know. My computer's like freaked out on me. Look,
Okay.
look what it's doing. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the blue
Ring
circle
of
of death.
No, it's not of death. It'll knock itself out of it, but it's
What we used to call the blue circle of death.
I'm trying to think of the summary. Hold on, maybe I can look. I'll look up the summary of the pilot here on my phone. Yeah, that'll work.
So what is it? Oh, she does have beer.
Oh, pumpkin beer.
Hey,
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're an enabler.
do you remember last episode when
Oh, I can't open it. Do you have
when,
it?
when
fuck
Eli
yeah.
said, he said, Eli, you live with 2 alcoholics, and she said, I know.
Oh yeah, he knew immediately. He looked right at me in the eye, and you could see the sadness from him.
There was a tear, I think.
What happened to your eye? Do you see that?
That's from wrestling.
No.
He's a wrestler.
No. Come here. That's new. What the fuck is this? Did you hurt your eye?
Oh, he's got a sty. Don't touch it. He's got a
It's
sty.
not a sty. It's a bruise. Look at his eye. First off, a sty makes your eyeball red. That is a bruise.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Eli
right now
said,
anymore.
He said, Uncle Jason, can I come live with you? I
Did
can't.
you hurt yourself?
I said, all right.
That's the dot I've always had.
No, but
You-
I'm
you
not
want-
talking in your eye, sweetie. I'm talking about. Stop.
She's
See
poking.
that? Right there. It's a bruise.
We probably got bumped during wrestling. He's a fucking wrestler.
That is a bruise.
That is a bruise. Did you just
What
do
did I
that?
just say? Didn't I say that was from wrestling?
When did that happen?
You guys are alcoholics.
I don't know when bruises happen.
It didn't happen. Well, it happened today
I
because
got beat up at school. Does that happen?
That's not. Funny.
That's not that couldn't happen because you said earlier you could ward off people.
And I don't think that's funny.
Can you go upstairs so we can get this shit done? I am tired.
Did somebody hit you?
No one hit me, Mom.
It's just from wrestling, right?
It is from wrestling.
There you go.
Did a penis hit you right in the eyeball?
Good lord.
Are you fucking kidding me right
Half
now?
of what you guys say to him
half of what you said
would scar me as a child.
It's a different time.
You should start saving the money that you guys spend at casinos and start dumping it into his psychology fund.
We have not gambled in a week.
That's exactly what if I love heroin, I'd be like, it's been 6 days, 3 hours, and 45 minutes. You guys know that the fucking down to the moment. It's the last time you gambled. What is that? Is that pumpkin beer?
It is.
Summary of the pilot.
Jackie and Jill Swill have an unusual pet Psyko Ferrett, a unidentified species of weasel. Together they try to keep it secret or lose their pet forever.
I'm going to give it a B+.
Their pet? What pet?
The ferret, Molly.
There was a ferret?
Yeah, it was called Psyko Ferrett.
Oh, shit. I should have watched it.
Are you going to come back and do a show proper?
We talked to my mom tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You called your mom? How'd that go?
Oh, great.
She asked me on a date. She said, I'm recently single. I won't get into it. And
wait, who's recently single? Oh, his mom's recently single?
Yeah. She says, I don't want to get into it.
Well, no.
And she said, I'm really lonely. Could you come?
She did not.
She said, you want to come spend some time with me? And I said, all right. I can. Blake, for reasons we won't get into, calls me daddy anyway. So I'll come over and see you, Lynn.
She would probably enjoy your visit.
Well, for reasons you probably don't understand.
Probably. Without a doubt.
Next time I go over there, she's gonna make me put on her husband's clothes, probably.
Jason, what is your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Blake, what's his middle name?
I have no idea what his middle name is.
What kind of fucking friend are you?
She's gonna make me put on his clothes.
Hold on. What's my middle name, Blake?
Anne.
Good job.
Did you know there's only 6 middle names for women?
Jason Michael?
Yeah, that's it. But do you know there's only 6 middle names for women?
No, I didn't know that.
You're just Anne, right? That's
yes.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Jane, Renee, Elizabeth. I think Mary is one, and then I can never remember all 6. That's the hallmark of it. But that seriously is. There are 6 that take up like 95% of all ladies.
Amanda.
I want to take you by the hand and make you understand.
Amanda.
I want to tell you right away, and I can't wait another day.
Amanda.
Have you ever heard a song so out of key?
Yeah. Oh, I'm here every other week.
Yeah, it's not just me. You know what? If you're gonna fuckers but not be nice to me, then I'll just go by myself and leave.
No, well, I mean, if you do, you should come back with more food. Oh, can you make us a nice grilled cheese sandwich? Or maybe tomato on rye?
I have no rye. I could make you... Nope. I don't have your bread.
I want you to make one of those egg casseroles again so I can take it to work.
Oh, well, yeah. I would certainly do that, but I felt like I was the only one that ate the egg
I
casserole.
ate like 7 pieces of it.
How about a nice mushroom quiche?
He doesn't like mushrooms.
I'm not talking about him.
It's about that D. He's talking about that dick, that mushroom
Well,
head.
I can make you a mushroom quiche.
Is that what you put
No,
in
you
my
know
wife's
what?
butt?
I'll make you a mushroom frittata.
That sounds phenomenal, by the way.
I like frittatas. They're tasty.
I love Nelly.
Oh, yeah.
Nelly frittata.
Yeah. Really stumbling along here, aren't we? My computer is...
That's fine.
It's
let's,
not...
Let's just go. Let's just break down the pilot. Or you can you do it without... It's...
Hey, guess what? I watched my first Christmas movie last night. Do you want to do that one?
Well, hold on. Your first Christmas movie for the season or in your life?
Yeah, no, the season. Last year, I was going to try and do something where I was going to watch a Christmas movie a day.
And then she kept going to the moose, and she didn't have time to watch one.
Hey, fuck nut. You want
sounds-
to fuck off right now? The whole reason I'm an alcoholic is because of you. So, Christmas movies.
What Christmas movie did you watch?
I can't remember the name of it. Something Falling for Christmas or something like that, but it had Lindsay Lohan in it.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It's like a Hallmark or Lifetime kind of thing. Yeah.
So last year I was going to try and watch a Christmas movie a night and then like rate it snowflakes, kind of like you guys do, you know. And I was going to put the thingy on Facebook and be here's my Christmas movies because to be honest, as I get older, I like Christmas movies.
There's something very formulaic and comforting about them.
Yeah.
Sure. At what age did you start liking them? How old were you?
Well, how old are you now? Like 36? 30?
I'm 47.
What? No.
48 in a couple weeks.
She doesn't look a day over 30. 30.
30.
ESPN 30 for 30.
No, I was going to have to say maybe about 45. I started really liking Christmas movies, and I like to stay up at night. And when the Christmas tree goes up, then that's when I really start liking to watch them because I'll turn on the Twinkie lights, turn off the lights, and if it's snowing, it's wonderful.
We watched Home Alone the other night. I said to my daughter, I said, we'll pick up some food. What do you want to watch when we get home? She's like, I thought, well, like a Christmas movie or something. She's like, maybe Home Alone. I said, let me just throw this out there. So last week you and I watched Fight Club together. You said you wanted to watch Fight Club, and so I put it on. This week, here's kind of another modern classic. Do you want to watch Die Hard?
Die Hard.
Some people say that's a Christmas movie, mainly because it's set at Christmas time. There's no real
Right.
Christmas themes necessarily. But she said, I will still watch Home Alone. So we ended up doing that.
I would say Home Alone is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard, but I understand the people that think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Can you tell her to put that fucking thing down?
Why does that bother you so much?
It bothers me.
Hey, will you hand that to me, please?
No.
Well,
Like
is
mother,
your,
like son.
This is your chance to touch me, though. Come on.
Oh, hold on.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
That was magical. Thank you.
I gave me shivers.
There it is.
Mashivas?
Shivers.
She's Jewish. She's got mashiva.
Not the shiva, the shivers.
Who drove you home?
Me. I'm all right. I'm just having a good time. Fuck off. You know, if I don't want, if you don't, you know what? I'll leave. It's
No.
fine.
Well,
then don't make fun. First off, I'm not drunk. I'm just having a good time.
You seem like you're having a great time, and,
Right.
and we're glad to have you here.
Yeah, I mean, there is a fine line. Like, if I had another 2 beers, then yeah, I'd be drunk. But I'm not. I'm tipsy, maybe. Not even really tipsy, but I have a nice little buzz going on. It's completely fine to drive, or I would not have driven home. I had plenty of friends there to bring me home. So I'm just having a good time.
How often do you watch these pilots with Blake?
Never.
Why not?
Because they're boring. Well, I take that back. I'm a science fiction nerd. So, like, here's part of the problem. He never tells me what kind of pilots is happening. So, like, if he were to say, "Hey,"
I was going around the house yelling "Animation Domination," and you didn't.
He coined
why
that
the
phrase.
fuck would I even understand what that was? I just ignored it.
Remember when we watched that Nathan Fillion one?
Yeah.
It was like, what was it? It was like, is a restaurant right by the sea or something?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that one?
Hey, Nathan Fillion.
I'm sure.
Was she on
I'm
for
sure
that
I
one?
had to.
Were you the guest? If she wasn't the guest, then we super screwed up.
No,
Right?
I think she was.
I think she was too. Do you not remember that? It was like her, like Jamie Presley, I think was in it.
The other day she was.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it was maybe not less than a year ago.
7 years ago. The other day I was watching Big Mouth and she was getting all pissed because I was watching it and how vulgar it is.
Horrible fucking.
And then I said, but this episode has Nathan Fillion, and she quieted down. She didn't say anything else, and she just listened to it.
Is he your hall pass?
He's my hall pass.
Do you have a hall pass?
He's got like 7. I have a hall pass, and he's got like 7.
You know, it's funny. I was dating this lady,
Men and women.
and we had been seeing each other
What the
for a
fuck
while.
is that all about? That's a ridiculous statement you just made.
What?
Men and women. What men have I said I was going to have a hall pass for?
If it's me, I don't want to hear it.
I believe it was Jason.
No, I was dating this lady for a while.
There's a guy named Dustin.
And we got to a
Scott.
point where she's like, what? Yeah, I know it's a little kinky, it's a little weird to ask, but what about a hall pass situation? I said, oh, you mean just like, getting a list together of celebrities or whatever? She's like, yeah. And she's like, I was like, all right, I guess. She said, well, what's yours? I said, boy, you know who's really sexy is Jessica Alba, famous movie star. She's been in some TV shows and movies, very sexy lady. And she said, okay, I'll make a note of it. And I said, all right, well, what about you? What's yours? And she said, the milkman. I said, he's here fucking every day. What are you talking about?
Wow, that was
waiting for you to say there was
that was a great 1960s joke.
dad joke.
Grandpa, it was more of a grandpa joke.
She said it was the milkman who comes by every day. Like, all right, I guess.
Yeah. I got a story about a milkman, but I won't
I don't want to hear it. Let's go ahead and Blake.
Put 10 minutes on the clock. That's fine. It's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. I don't give a damn. It's about time I step up for this show.
Thank God.
All right. So put 10 minutes on the clock. We're gonna break down Psyko Ferrett. All right.
9:59.
What?
9:58. 9:56.
So the beginning of the show shows the house pets over the centuries, which were cats and dogs and such, and they talk about Independent Meadows, which is a town.
Independence Meadows, right? Yeah.
Independence Meadows.
It's like a little neighborhood or something, right?
It's like a gated community.
Yeah.
And there are no pets allowed. Okay, so Molly couldn't have 2 Great Danes.
Oh, I couldn't have one Great Dane.
Let me say this. Last week we had a kind of an interesting art style for the pilot. Same thing this week.
I can't wait to hear what you say because I want to say something about it too.
You want to go ahead first?
No, you first.
Okay. So first of all, the entire pilot is in a variety of like grays and blacks and whites, and we got like a sepia tone sky. There are different colors in it, but it's mainly black and white. And I will say that the animation style appears to be kind of a cross between the Wild Thornberries,
and Rugrats.
Okay, I was gonna say with the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, and I was also gonna say there's a third thing. It's really bothering me. It's in my notes, but I can't access it. My computer's locked up. But it's got a very specific art style.
And I would say that the color is very industrial. Like there's grays, blacks. Everything is pretty. There's a lot of whites, grays, blacks.
Polish, Mexicans, just like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, fucking can't stand it. Stole my bike. Anyway, we have Jackie and Jill, and they're sisters, and they have a secret ferret. Okay? They have a secret ferret.
Can't have pets here.
No, you can't have pets. And they have it in a stroller. Mm-hmm. And this fat kid comes by, and he kind of is acting like a cop. His name is Fletcher. He's got a whistle. He's got a badge.
It's kind of similar to what happened to us in the one thing when we had Rory in the one apartment.
Really painting a picture with your words.
Yeah, you're doing really great articulating. You just keep.
Do you remember that kid that came and knocked on our door and said, "Hey, you can't have dogs here"? Do you not remember that?
Mm-mm. At the old townhouse?
Well, we had the townhouse, and the tornado happened, and so they moved us across town.
Yeah, by
Derby Street.
On Derby Street.
Right off of Derby.
Yeah, to an apartment where they did not allow pets, but we had a pet.
Do you guys ever miss that place?
No.
It's the worst.
It was smaller. But you got mice. There were mice in that.
So it's Fletcher. His job seems to be in this neighborhood is he's trying to find people that have pets. He's trying to, okay,
fuck them over.
And so Jackie and Jill have the ferret dressed up as a baby.
Oh, did he have a bonnet?
Yes, a bonnet.
The girl?
He had a little sucker, but he ate the sucker. He chewed it up.
Fun fact about ferrets: if they don't fuck, they die.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
That is completely true.
We heard that from Lynn. Everything Lynn says is true.
Because she had ours put down because it did not have sex and it died.
That's not true.
You know what? I'll call my mother right now. I'll call my mother right now.
I will talk to your mother about parents not fucking and dying.
You're not in this condition. You're not calling my mother.
And I told her I'm glad I'm not a ferret because I'd be dead by now.
Yeah, you did. That was pretty funny.
Got 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
So Fletcher says, "Hey, you two want to play?" They say, "No, we don't want to play." He goes like, "Well, but I'll make you a bubble." He blows a nose bubble out, and Psyko the ferret sees it, and it wants to eat that bubble. It wants to eat that snot bubble.
It loves saliva and gross stuff.
Just like my wife does.
He leaves when he hears a dog barking across the street, and they see a bunch of cop cars and helicopters come by.
Yeah.
And they zone in on the house across the street. It's an old lady who's got a dog, and it turns out
it's a pug.
And it turns out they arrest the dog. They arrest the old lady. It's not her first offense.
It's her second offense.
And it's Fletcher's grandma.
Yeah, and he arrests his own. The father and the son arrest their own. Yeah. And
Fletcher's dad is there, and he gives his son $1.
Yeah,
or
he does.
Every time he rats someone out, his dad gives him $1.
Yeah, his name is Stan. His dad's name is Stan.
They go back home, and then the ferret gets away.
Yeah, the Psycho the ferret gets away, and it goes to Fletcher's house, obviously, right? So Jackie and Jill show up, and they say, "Hey, we got to get in the house. We have to get in the house to get this ferret out before they find him."
They just kicked Fletcher out. They didn't want to play with him, but now they're knocking on his door, begging to come in and have fun because they need to find Psycho.
Right. So he's like, "Well, that's fine. We can play, but we have to go outside because my mom wants us to play outside. We can't play inside." And they're like, "No. Obviously, we can't." So they're playing hide.
Not hide and seek, just hide.
Just hide.
Hey, Fletcher, we're going to count to 300. You go hide.
Right. And so they're counting him down slowly, and they're trying to find the ferret. They look through the hall, and the ferret had pooped in the hall.
This is the first time I think I've ever seen excrement on animation.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen actual ferret poop?
No.
It's disgusting.
It was represented pretty gross in this. One of the
like
girls,
Snickers bars, the snack size Snicker bar.
They look like malted milk balls to me.
Sure.
Half. If someone left them in the
Has
the car.
anybody actually seen ferret poop?
I
in
had a
this
ferret
house?
for a year.
It doesn't look like Snickers.
Malted milk balls, and I will tell you this: from my experience, they taste like malted milk balls. One of the girls finds the feces and with her foot smashes it into the carpet to hide the evidence.
Yes, that's
disgusting.
exactly what I would do as well. So Fletcher had a juice box earlier. They show Psycho eating the juice box, and then they walk in on Stan, who is Fletcher's father, and he's in the bathroom. He's hollering for toilet paper.
Yep.
Which that's happened in my house before.
The other girl goes to the kitchen where the ferret's on the counter eating pork cubes behind Mrs.
Holy
Fletcher's back.
shit!
Are you looking at feces?
If mating does not occur, the females will succumb to aplastic anemia and die a most painful death.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You will greatly increase your female's ferret's lifespan if you have her fixed before this should happen.
So thank you for calling my mom a liar.
That ferret just needed to get fucked.
That ferret.
That's horrible.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. Just think how dead you would be since you never have sex.
We had sex last week.
High five it. Yeah.
You liked it twice.
5 times in a year, and all of a sudden she's a hero.
You know what? It's not fucking 5 times in a year.
It's 5 times in a year.
You bullshit. Take it fucking back right now. I saw your goddamn TikTok. Take it fucking back.
What about my TikTok? Can I finish this? My time's running out.
Completely is. You got 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
So, so they go to the kitchen. They unlock this door. It's Fletcher's room. He has a toy that's like a stuffed cat. And
his whole room is decked out in like cowboy
horses,
stuff.
Horses.
Old Western, yeah.
And Psycho is chewing on the stuffed cat.
This is his first time he sees this animal.
Right.
He doesn't know what it is.
Right.
And the girls don't claim him necessarily here. Everyone's kind of in shock that they can't get the ferret. The ferret's chewing stuff up. The girls are in his room. They shouldn't be in there, and the ferret's ruining his stuff, Fletcher's stuff.
Yep. And then all of a sudden he starts freaking out, so he blows another nose bubble.
Yeah.
And Psycho attacks it. And that's funny.
What do you got there?
Psycho attacks it.
Phone?
The ferret goes out the window, and the girls go home for dinner, and Kitty was the name of his stuffed cat, and he says, they say, hey, you saw Psycho Ferrett, but if you tell your dad, we're going to tell him about your friend Kitty, which is the stuffed cat.
I don't think that's right. I feel like since Fletcher didn't know the ferret belonged to those girls, they were calling that ferret a kitty.
Kitty.
And telling him that this is,
Meow.
We saw your kitty upstairs. Or am I wrong? I felt like since they didn't claim ownership of the ferret, they were calling the ferret a kitty and telling Fletcher.
I thought it had something to do with the stuffed animal that Psycho was eating, that it was like a pet, like a stuffed cat. Or
okay, I felt like they were telling him that that was your cat. And he's like, that's not my cat. He's like, yes, it is.
Oh,
and we'll
okay.
tell people that you have a pet. I thought that's what
I
happened.
got you. It's fine.
What
It's
is that
possible.
That kitty cat song.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, why don't you tell us the kitty
Sing
cat
What
us.
is that kitty cat?
Sing us
I
something.
don't know the kitty cat song. I don't know what it is, but there's a kitty cat song.
By the President of the United States?
No, it's like
Yeah, there is a song by the President of the United States.
what's the one that Dana plays at the Moose all the
Oh, yeah, I don't know the name of that one.
time. Oh, yeah. Well, this TikTok video.
Bing
Here, let me turn
bong.
it up a little bit. Okay, we'll just.
70 years.
When someone asks my husband when the last time he went to Pound Town was, even though it was just like 2 days ago.
I haven't been there for 70 years.
70 years.
Oh,
You
yeah.
haven't
I
been
mean, I haven't been there for. I mean, I was there. I haven't been
Even
there
though it was
for-
2 goddamn fucking days ago.
It was not 2 days ago.
No, I'm
Molly.
just saying, but it was. I'm talking about the TikTok.
I'm just talking about the overall number.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It does matter.
It does fucking matter. Oh, you're up. Time's
Yep,
up.
perfect. All right, we can't do any viewer reviews. We can't. Do...
I got some viewer
Oh,
reviews.
okay. I was trying to save you.
It's not on
IMDb.
IMDb, there's no ratings there, but there are some reviews. So I wish this had become a series. It looks like such a fun show. That was a year ago. 9 years ago, Bree J. Williams says, I love the animation and the voice acting and everything. It reminds me of those 90s cartoons they used to make. So you liken this to Rugrats.
Yeah.
9 years ago, the animation is identical to Rugrats, all grown up. I feel really nostalgic now. I've always admired your work because I grew up on your series. Now subscribing to your channel. Zoran 6 years ago says they seem like a really funny. It seems like a really funny cartoon. I'd like to see more from this universe. Out of all your guys' newer stuff, this seems to be one with hand-drawn animation, not the lazy CGI that seems to plague all the bad cartoons that last about a month before they're canceled. Please keep making more stuff like this. You've got hardcore fans with a whole new generation of children. Evan Finley says, I would so watch this if it were a TV show. Ben Serkey says, that was brilliant. And finally, Rainbow Fruit Loop XD says, I love it. You should definitely make more. What are you guys doing?
We're fighting. She's giving me the stink eye.
I'll turn around if you guys want to have sex right here.
Oh, no.
Have you had sex in the studio before?
Nope.
Bullshit, we fucking have!
Oh, yeah, we did have sex one time in
Hey,
here.
so have I. High five.
Hey, high five. We had it with the same person.
No, it wasn't the same person. I had sex with someone in the studio that was neither of you. All right.
Who'd you have sex in the studio with?
I'll tell you off mic if you remember, which you will not. Once we're done.
I'll remember all of your girly friends.
Okay, so let's go ahead and rate Psyko Ferrett. I'm sorry.
3.
I'm sorry for the lack of information.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Look, my computer's still like.
No, it's fine. Sometimes we just have to go off the cuff. Our schedule, our rating.
If you shut it down and restart it.
Our rating is a 1 through 7 based on the television show Wings from the 1990s. That's a 1 being the worst. That's a Roy Biggins. 7 being the best. That's a Brian Hackett. Molly.
Yeah.
You did not watch this pilot.
Nope,
but
not at all.
We described it in great detail.
Fuck, you did.
Would you give it a 1 through 7? What's your score?
I'm going to have to go with a 3, and only mainly because it has a ferret in it, and I learned something new tonight. But other than that, it just sounds like a fucking shit show.
All right, Jason. Thank you for waving her into the room originally anyway.
I'll take blame.
How would you rate Psyko Ferrett?
I'll give it a 5. I like the animation. It's clean. It's good animation. It's not like last week's Tamagotchi where I felt like someone just sneezed on a piece of paper and shook it around. This is good, honest to goodness animation. I like it. The story's fine. I feel like there was a little bit of a lack of characters, but we're dealing with a whole neighborhood here. We have
In 12 minutes. We're also dealing with 12 minutes.
We have plenty of other people we could be introduced to. The parents were goofy. We didn't meet the Swill parents at all. The Psyko Ferret, as long as we're able to deviate from always trying to find the ferret or whatever, I'm fine with it.
Sure.
I don't know. I give it a 5.
That's good.
Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5 as well. I enjoyed the animation. I enjoyed the color. It was something different. I like that industrial look. And And I liked that it was a short. This is Adult Swim kind of thing. Maybe it kind of gets a little raunchy or something. But I enjoyed it.
It was really gross with the poop
and the boogers
and the double booger bubble.
Yeah, say that again.
Double booger bubble.
I give
Rubber
it
baby, double baby, booger bubblers.
I give it a 5, and with that, we'll close the book on Psyko Ferrett. Never to speak of it ever again.
Ever.
Why don't you join us next week when we watch the Animation Domination pilot?
I'm struggling to remember what it's called because it's not in front of me right now.
Okay, mystery.
I believe it's called.
Just mystery. Just leave it a mystery for people.
Okay.
It's on the show notes. It's gonna be
dun.
It's gonna be on the show notes.
It is a horror.
Ooh, spooky. Have you watched it yet?
It does look.
Would you like me to watch it?
We had a whole.
And have you back on again?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, we're having Marty and Kevin next week.
Yeah, sorry you can't.
Oh well, fuck them.
Hey.
Wouldn't you rather have me?
We'll have you next time. We just secured them today, but you'll come be on the next round.
Wait a minute, Kevin
Clark.
Kimbo. Okay, who's Marty?
Marty Wambacher.
Do you remember Marty Wambacher? He came over.
He's a great American.
Oh yeah, Marty,
the journalist. The journalist.
Marty. He's
not the Germanist. The journalist.
You know the Germanist.
Fuck off! You just didn't let me say it right. Okay. Meanies. Bunch of asshats.
Jason, thank you very much for being on the show tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Molly, thank you for bringing some. Thank you for bringing some food. I appreciate it very much. I know your love language, and I appreciate that. Is there anything you'd like to say or promote before we end the show?
Yeah, no.
All right. Jason, is there anything that you would like to say or promote before we end the show?
Thank you for listening to Couch Pilots. Check out Radio Rewind every Friday with me and Kevin and Dustin. And every other Monday, check out the Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society, where we talk about unmade Ernest projects, and where I will be soon reading my full treatment of a movie that I wrote for Ernest.
I'm anxious to hear it. So, all right. Thank you very much, folks.
How about you, Blake?
I'm sorry, my wife's interrupting. Go ahead.
Please spay and neuter your pets.
Help
or the ferrets will die.
Help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. This is Bob Barker.
Exactly.
Hey, what about you, Blake?
I'm happy to be here. I think Eli did a great job last week.
You're still riding high off of that.
No, it's seriously, he did a great job, and it was good to have my wife bring me some food.
There you go. Hey, this pilot may have been rough, but it's always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thanks, everyone. And I'm sorry this is such a fucking shit show of an episode. That's on me and my computer.
I love it. That's
my computer. I'm sorry.
It was great.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
On behalf of Couch Pilots and the entire crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again